EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, 20!
Line 59! Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 24.
Cover!
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
We own them. We own them. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Regular.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Brady now to throw, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Wait, 53!
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got you, son. I got you. You're alert. Baby. Get this. You're all out. Kill.
But he hit!
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Wait, flag 20!
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check. Fresno.
Wait, he hit!
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
We got double up. 49. Check 49.
Check it, reload! Alert!
Here's Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Go Bandit! 59! Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. All day, punk. Kill. Hey, Ozzy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Wait, set. 53.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the backer. Mike's 5'9".
Sugar.
Here we go.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Watch twist.
Check four.
Tight dog.
Watch the motion. Alert. Mike, 72.
Here's Brady. That's caught by Howard. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Slam. Check 43. Motion.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 41. Hey, watch the ball.
Shoot.
Hey, check it. You got tight.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 36, Brissett got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it?
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on, D.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Let's get it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check 52. Hey, 66.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 72. Single. Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check!
Check it. Reload.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This is Coleman. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike's both. Here we go. 44 to Mike. 44. I got it.
To throw is Brissett. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Check me out. 72.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He finds Howard complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, set. 380.
How you getting the headache? How you getting the headache?
Check it.
Mike, check.
72.
Brady now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Brady, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Your trip is here.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch the slant.
Hey, goal 66. 41. Wait, hey.
Throwing now is Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Stills. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Coming to you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
The final shot before half for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And all the way down to the 26. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 26. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Who that? Check. Crunch.
It's Coleman here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Check 31. Check 31.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
50, Mike's 50. And let's get this.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Go 50.
To throw is Brady. It's complete. Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, that 380.
59.
I want that. Give me that ball. Ozzy. Give me that ball, defense.
Rush in.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Wait, 20.
Right here, 41 Mike. Come off the ball.
53, Linda!
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. 65, 65.
Hey, both 66.
Second and 5 now. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Safe.
72. Easy.
Running right, this is Freeman. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
To throw, it's Brady, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56. Double.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check 15, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Stay with your man.
Coleman now. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Running it, Washington. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. They bring Rashawn Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. It's a give to Freeman running right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Past the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Wait, that's round 80. Round 80. Keep it up, guys. 72.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Brissett looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Stills bringing it in. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check it, reload. 41 Mike, right here.
One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.